it will be a task to first of all decipher what has been written and by whom.
By whom?
So that's a excellent thing.
And your lordships cannot say supply legible copies.
No. This is something, a beautiful gesture. I'll keep it as, frame it and keep it on, in my study.
Yeah.
The petitioner is the wife, and in this case, the domestic violence complaint has been filed by the mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law.
In a
How
connected.
old is the mother-in-law?
The complainant is the mother-in-law.
We understand. How old is she?
She must be in her 60s, madam. The petitioner is in her 30s. And the connected matter, the Milords have already directed it to be transferred from Jalandhar to Delhi. This is the Guardians and Wards Act petition
Who is
filed.
appearing for the respondent here?
They have been served. The counter is also filed and it forms part of the records.
Any appearance here? Ms. Napinai, learned advocate appearing in support of the petition, invited our attention to order dated 1st of September 2022, passed by this court in transfer petition, civil number 775 of 2022, between the same parties. The order indicates that at the instance of the present petitioner, the proceedings were transferred from Jalandhar to Family Court at Karkarduma Courts, Delhi. We have gone through the contents of the petition and are satisfied that case for transfer is made out. Accordingly, the instant transfer petition is allowed and the proceedings which are presently pending at so and so are transferred to so and so, correct? The court at, this is at Delhi.
Karkarduma, Delhi, madam.
This is at Jalandhar.
From Jalandhar to Delhi.
The court at Jalandhar is directed to transmit the record immediately to the transferee court. Correct? With these observations, the petition is allowed.
I was obliged and deeply honored for this opportunity to open the batting today before this August bench.
Submits that he has received instructions to enter appearance on behalf of the respondent. Let the wakalatnama be filed. At his request, we adjourn the matter for 4 weeks to enable the respondent to put in the affidavit and response. Thank you.
Highly interesting.
That puts an end to everything before me. Bar wants to greeting card to
People have signed that, not, I've also signed there, and
Wow.
everybody has tried to. Unfortunately, they didn't give me enough of white space, so I've written over that pink, whereas said.
Now, it will be a task to first of all decipher what has been written and by whom.
By whom?
So that's a excellent thing.
And your lordships cannot say supply legible copies.
No. This is something, a beautiful gesture. I'll keep it as, frame it and keep it on, in my study.
Yeah, great.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Can I only join the congregation?
We have spent
With the permission to join the.
long journey with you, sir.
Yes.
Lord, as from the bar, Lord, I'd like to say that firstly, we are very happy, Lord, that your entire family is here. You can see Madam also here, daughter-in-law here, Mr. Lalit, Enquiries is also here. It's a very, very proud moment for us, Lord, and at your felicitation, I said that your lordships were practicing in this court. I did not remember, and I must tell everybody today, that Justice Sikri, who was the first bar appointee who became the Chief Justice of India, didn't practice in this court. But what is more important, and which I did not mention then, was that your lordship was a non-AOR here, your lordship was an AOR here, and your lordship was a senior advocate here. So your lordship knows the problem of the entire bar. And I have seen, Lord, when a Chief Justice comes from outside and who is not practiced in this court, there is a chance, Lord, of registry sometimes, Lord, playing the rule book and But that was not happening in your Lordship's court, and we are so blood, the bar is so blood obliged that your Lordships took this office and had a short tenure, but that of course is destiny that we can't do anything about. The other thing, Lord, I would like to mention is that your Lordships are fond of traveling. I'm sure your Lordship will get a lot of time with your family to do traveling. I am told your Lordships are also fond of cricket. So your first bonus will be the semi-final the day after tomorrow. And I hope that India reaches the final and your Lordships fulfill the other desire of going to see the finals in Australia. And that is our wish from the entire bar. Your Lordships can see how the bar is. The entire courtroom is full, bursting actually. It took me a difficulty to come inside, not to address and to not. We all take. I repeat this again, and that is true of my Lord Justice Chandrachud also. Your Lordships look so fit. There doesn't look to be an age of retirement at all. But what to do again, that is something which the bar does not have any control in. But as I said in Justice Nageshwar Rao's tenure, that there should be a special dispensation for people who have been practicing here to be allowed to come back. Your Lordships so want to come back. That's the wish of the bar, the wish list of the bar. And we again got to pray for your Lordships. Very, very good health. And the next innings to be very, very enjoyable.
Thank you.
Easy something.
Yes, learning easy.
I only have to, I find it difficult to gather my thoughts, and for a number of reasons. And I only can say your Lordships are leaving without leaving. Leaving without leaving. There are too many subjects on which we have common understanding and work together. And one of the greatest contributions that the court has received during your tenure as a judge, because it's not an occasion to talk about it, but there is a solemn feeling in the bar which is seldom witnessed and witnessed today. And I have my very personal thing to narrate and say I'm deeply indebted and grateful to your Lordships for having marveled over a certain very intricate issues in this court and given new shape and dimensions for all of us to think deeply, ponder, and how the court can be held and how the court will navigate. I think I have a lot of lessons I've learned from your Lordships, and I wish in my office I'll be able to use them in meaningful ways. Therefore, I personally remain deeply indebted and grateful to your Lordships.
Thank you.
I'm sure I'll write a poetry one of these days on this.
Oh, yeah.
Lords, I joined the learned Attorney General, Lords, and your Lordships, Lord, very long and successful tenure as the council, Lord. We have briefed your Lordships, and Lord, as equally successful tenure as a judge, Lord, will be remembered. Lord, we wish your Lordships, Lord, a very healthy and fulfilling life, Lord. Especially, Lord, Senior Mr. Lalit must be the proudest person today, Lord.
My Lord, Mr. Venugopal, I think, is there also.
Lords, may I say something, Lords?
Yes, please.
Lords, so far as what your Lordships have achieved during the short period as Chief Justice of India is something which is only can be described as amazing. Lord, there are 54 Constitutional Bench cases which had to be disinterred and had to be taken up for hearing. Each one of them had a seminal issue which had to be decided because it would affect public interest. And for a long time, they were lying buried. And it's only when your Lordship took over, your Lordship did justice to those cases. And out of those 54 cases, 24 of them had listed before as many as 4 Millard Constitution benches. And at least 4 of them have been disposed of during a short period. And one of them, judgment was delivered today after a marathon hearing. And therefore, my Lord, this is an achievement which will be remembered for a long time to come, because never before in the history of this court has there been 2 constitutional benches or 3 constitutional benches, but never 4. And therefore, my Lord, we think that the short tenure is something which has to be had a relook at. But anyway, it's a little too late in the day. I have been going on saying at every such retirement, it should be 70, it should be 68. But I find that I am beating a drum to its death. But we are going to miss your Lordship. Your Lordship was a brilliant lawyer at the bar, and that continued on the bench. And I think we are going to miss you. All that we can do is to hope that your Lordship will continue with us to render services, my Lords, in the legal field itself, where I have no doubt that the demand on your Lordship services will be enormous. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let us join this sentiment collectively and individually. We all had wonderful times in the past. Many of us think that you have been not only an epitome of sobriety and patience, but patience to a fault. And I think it's not easy in the face of extreme provocation. It's a talent difficult to cultivate. About the short tenure, I think, as Kipling said, it's the 60 seconds you pack in that minute which matters. And I think you packed 60 seconds into every minute of the short tenure, which is the common feeling here. We all wish you well. Some of you believe that the best is possibly still yet to come. And we hope that you will get some leisure, which is the only thing you had in short supply.
My Lord is giving us